Lisa's job interview disaster. Welcome to the English Lab. Today's story is called Lisa's job interview disaster. Listen closely to learn new words, practice your English, and discover the lesson at the end. Let's begin. Lisa stood in front of the mirror, adjusting her blazer for the 5th time. Her hair was neat, her resume was printed, and her shoes were polished. Today was the big day, her interview for a junior marketing position at Brightwave Media. She had studied the company's website, rehearsed answers, and even practiced her smile. "I'm ready," she said to herself. Lisa left the house early, just to be safe. But 20 minutes into the train ride, things started going wrong. The train jolted to a stop. "Attention passengers," said the voice on the speaker, "we are experiencing a delay due to a signal issue. Please remain on board." Lisa looked at her watch. 9:12 a.m. Her interview was at 10 o'clock. By the time the train moved again, Lisa was sweating. She got off at the next station and tried to call a taxi, but her phone showed 1% battery. She quickly typed the address into the Maps app, then the screen went black. "Great," she muttered. "No phone, no directions." She looked around and saw a coffee shop. She rushed in. "Excuse me," she asked the barista, "can I use your phone to call a cab?" The woman hesitated, then nodded. Lisa made the call, waited 10 more minutes, and finally got into the taxi. "Brightwave Media," she told the driver. "You sure you want to go there?" he asked. "That area's packed with construction." Lisa bit her lip. "I don't have a choice." By the time she arrived, it was 10:17 a.m. She ran into the building, tripping once on the stairs. At the front desk, she panted, "Interview, marketing. Lisa Chen." The receptionist frowned. "You're late. They've already started with the next candidate." Lisa's heart dropped. "Can I still try?" The receptionist called upstairs, then handed Lisa a visitor badge. "Room 412. Good luck." Lisa walked in, out of breath and flustered. 3 people sat at the long table. One of them, a serious-looking woman in glasses, raised her eyebrow. "You're Lisa?" "Yes," Lisa said, forcing a smile. "I apologize, I had train issues and," the woman held up her hand. "We'll ask the questions now." The interview was rough. Lisa's mind went blank during a question about campaign strategy. She spilled her water while reaching for her resume. She accidentally called the CEO, Mr. Brown, instead of Mr. Braun. After 20 minutes, the serious woman stood up. "Thank you, Lisa. We'll be in touch." Lisa left the room, heart pounding. That was a disaster. She walked outside, sat on a bench, and let out a long sigh. She had worked so hard, and it all went wrong. But just as she stood to leave, someone called out behind her. "Lisa." It was one of the other interviewers, the younger man with curly hair and a blue tie. "I just wanted to say," he said, walking up, "you had a rough start. But I liked your answer about brand storytelling. It felt real." Lisa blinked. "You did?" He nodded. "It's not always about being perfect. We've had people who rehearsed every answer, but said nothing real." Lisa looked at the ground. "I thought I ruined everything." "You were late. You messed up. But you showed up, even after all that. That says something." He handed her a card. "We'll talk more, maybe not for this position, but maybe something else." Lisa held the card and smiled. Maybe this wasn't a total disaster after all. Remember, mistakes happen, but honesty, effort, and showing up still matter. Subscribe for more English stories every week. Thanks for listening. See you next time.